Hey guys, what's going on? It is John from JTB Metal 123 here. And I just want to give people who are going to be going into basic training just a little bit of, I guess, tips, tricks, and advice before they go in because I just got out of Fort Jackson not too long ago. I would say like 4 or 5 months ago. Hasn't been too long. And I just want to tell them how I got through it and how I passed. And hopefully it'll help them, help you new soldiers coming in a lot. So I'm going to go through my entire experience and go in depth, and I'm going to tell you some tips and tricks on what to do. So I came straight out of Clearwater, Florida. I went to Tampa MEPS. If you don't know what MEPS is, it's pretty much this big, huge building where you get processed. They take your fingerprints. They do height and weight. You got to do the duck walk. And for bigger guys like me, I'm a pretty big dude. I'm like 220, 6 foot tall. For big guys like me, the crab walk is it kind of hurts a little bit. So you definitely want to practice the duck walk, crab walk, whatever the heck it's called. If you don't know what it's called, go on YouTube, look it up. I'm not going to sit here and do it for you. I'm not doing it. But definitely want to practice that before you go in. Make sure you're fully stretched. You're going to be in beds for a long time. They make you stay in a hotel for a night. And honestly, I thought it was like going to be super strict and everything. It's really not. Just do what you're supposed to do and just don't act a fool. But you can bring your headphones with you. You can do what you want, but just make sure when they call your name that you're there. But yeah, once you go to MEPS, you stay the night in the hotel. They drug test you. They make you spread your butt cheeks and all that good stuff. So, they ask you if you have any scars on your head. They ask you if you have any like scars on your body. You just say no unless you do. They ask you for any seriously body injuries or anything. Just honestly, I would say tell them the truth. Because you don't want to like go into basic training, then all of a sudden you have a heart attack or some stuff. It's just stupid. But just tell them the truth. But you can lie. I'm not telling you to lie. You shouldn't. But if you lie, you lie. That's just how it rolls. But I wouldn't lie because it's in your best interest not to lie. But anyways, you go on to MEPS, and then after that, they either fly you to Fort Jackson or you take a van. For me, I took a van. We went to MEPS all day. We took a van, drove straight out of Tampa all the way to Fort Jackson all night. They gave us a little meal voucher. We were supposed to go to Golden Corral. We went to some super buffet or something like that. It was some like crappy buffet out in the middle of nowhere. It was in some country road or something. I don't know. The food was just awful. I hated it. You go there, you arrive to Fort Jackson. Pretty much you spend 3 days in a row, and I'm talking in a row. You go, you get your uniforms, you do more processing, you like just do a bunch of processing, paperwork, and all that good stuff. Kind of sucked. But yeah, literally you don't sleep for like 2 or 3 days. Like it's just go, 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 do this, do this, do this, do this. Are you married? Are you single? Blah, 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 BAH, payroll, pay stub, pull money out, buy this, go to the commissary, buy pull your stuff out. Do you have any contraband? Blah, blah, blah. It sucks. Like, it just sucked. I did not like basic training at all. But then you pretty much spend a week. I'm not sure what it's called. But you spend a week. It's not technically basic training, but it's like pre-basic training, I guess is what you would call it. But you spend a week doing that, and you literally just, you can still have your phones. You can still make calls to your family and everything. It's not bad, honestly. It's not bad at all. But you go and do that. Then after about that 10 days, you go straight to basic training, and that's where they take your phones. That's where you can't eat bad. That's where like you can't do anything. So when you get to basic training, they're gonna make you hold the bags above your head. It's gonna suck. You're gonna be weak. They're gonna yell at you. They're gonna get your butt into shape. I saw multiple. Apparently this didn't happen to a lot, but apparently in my platoon we had a lot of people fight. We had a lot of people just get mad at each other. They fought. They were doing fist fights. They were sneaking in contraband. You would see people like putting in the ceiling tile and stuff like that. Just don't do it. Like, honestly, just don't. Um, you know, but yeah, people would sneak stuff in like through their boots or through their, through their down their region, um, through their crotch and stuff like that. And just honestly, the best thing to do is try to have a support system before you go. I know some people aren't really close with their families, but try to find a friend or someone that'll get you mail, because it was so nice having care packages sent to me and so much support from my family. That was really what kept me alive in basic, was my support system, and having all that love when I felt all that just nothingness and sadness and just being away from my family for the first time in so long. It was really just crazy. But when you get mail, it makes you feel better. I personally think they mess with the mail, because like some people like would not get their mail and some people would. I don't know. I think the mail was kind of whack. But just do what you're told at all times. Do the best you can and make sure you eat healthy. Like, go in like eating healthy. Like, eat healthy, work out, and go in there all like in really good shape, because you do not want to go in basic where you're just like not in good shape. That's what I did. And I passed the PT test, but barely. I barely passed it. And you don't want to go in there and not pass it. Also, you want to go in there not injured or sick. And don't get injured while you're there, because I would rather you get injured at AIT than get injured at basic, because you do not want to be at basic the entire time around drill sergeants. It is not fun. But just do what you're told and you'll make it. Like, honestly, that's the best advice I could give you. You're going to have people like give people attitude problems. You're going to have people fight. You're going to have people try to pay you for CQ shifts. Like, seriously, just do what you got to do and get out and pass the PT test. And shoot. Try to learn how to shoot going in. If I could recommend that, try to learn how to shoot. And don't shoot with bad habits. Try to shoot with really good habits. Like, look up how military shoots, and then do that. Ugh, sorry guys. But yeah, that's the best advice I can give you, is just to be tough. Go to church on Sundays. Even if you aren't religious, still try to go to any certain church, or try to go to a different church every Sunday, just to see because sometimes if you go to a church, they give you cookies and stuff like that. I know it's a bad reason to go to church, but you get a little break from the drill sergeants. And going to church helped me a lot, not only spiritually, but it also helped me mentally, physically, and every now and then I'd catch a break and I'd get a break from the drill sergeants. So, and always remember that breakfast is the best meal at the DFAC. But yeah, Fort Jackson's crazy, but just remember you'll make it. When you're out in the field, if you have to pee really bad, go and pee out in the woods, in the middle of the night. Don't ever go in the porta potties. If you really don't have to, if you could really prairie dog it, then do it. The porta potties are disgusting. They're just sickening. I still hate using porta potties to this day. It's really nasty. But anyways, guys, that's what I got for you. Basic sucked. I hated it, but it's not as bad as you think it's gonna be. But you're gonna miss your family. You're gonna get homesick. But hey, that's the military. I haven't seen my mom and sister in probably 4 or 5 months. It sucks. I haven't seen them since I graduated basic. So anyways, guys, I passed basic. I passed AIT. Now I'm living here in the barracks at Fort Lee. So I'm killing it. All right, guys. Love you. See you. Thank you for watching. Deuces.